Modified strength training, it actually gives a lot of health benefits, not only for the fetal development, but also for maternal health. When you do the strength training, proper guidance ng coach, it can not only boost your stamina, but it can also help when it comes to labor.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Strength and Movement podcast. I am your host, Gab, and today we are dedicating this episode to our Strong Moms. Kinetics Lab is diving into the Strong Moms program, a performance driven system built to help busy, powerful moms move better, get stronger, and build sustainable habits that support strength, confidence, and energy in everyday life. So, this episode is for you whether you're a mom finding your strength again, or a busy mom carving out time for yourself, or a seasoned fitness enthusiast, or even a partner, a husband, a very supportive husband. This episode is for you. Today, we are going to cover our prenatal fitness, and who better to talk to us about this topic, none other than our Kinetics Lab coaches here. Right now, today, we have Coach Angela. Coach Angela, hi, welcome to the Strength and Movement podcast.
Hello, good morning.
Right, good to have you here. For our audience, Coach Angela, would you like to quickly introduce yourself for our viewers here?
My name is Coach Angela. I'm from Kinetics Plus, one of the coaches in Kinetics Plus,
Okay.
and I specialize in women's health.
Um, how long have you been training or coaching here in Kinetics?
In Kinetics, I've been coach for 2 years now.
2 years.
Yes.
And you've handled clients who are expecting children.
Yes, I've handled twice when I was in Kinetics Lab, and right now I have a lot of perimenopausal and women of reproductive age
Right.
na client.
So, ikaw nga talaga yung dapat na guest natin dito. So, perfect. So,
Mhm.
we plan to
Mhm.
basically like dig into your experience and your knowledge, no?
Mhm.
So, bear with us kasi parang ang dami kong gustong itanong sa'yo for today. Alright?
Yes.
So, yun. First off, diba?
Mhm.
Since we're dealing with pregnant women,
Mhm.
there are still myths and
Mhm.
misconceptions. Parang the common one is
Mhm.
bawal magbuhat,
Mhm.
bawal mag-training pag
Mhm.
buntis ka or expecting.
Mhm. Yeah.
What is your take doon?
That's actually just one or one of the misconceptions or myths when it comes to strength training during pregnancy. And other than that, actually, meron pang ibang mga myths. So I'll add two more.
Let's go.
So one of them is if you're pregnant and you train or you lift weights, you're more high risk sa miscarriage. And kapag buntis ka, you can only do yoga or stretching
Mhm.
and what do you call this? Yoga, stretching, and light walking.
Light work walking.
Yes, those are actually outdated, especially the first one you mentioned. That
Right.
if you lift weights, it can harm the baby. And actually, properly modified strength training, it actually gives a lot of health benefits, not only for the fetal development, but also for maternal health. So when you do the strength training properly with a coach, proper guidance ng coach, it can not only boost your stamina, but it can also help when it comes to labor. When you do like properly modified pelvic floor and core exercises, it helps in pushing during labor.
And I can imagine labor is a very labor intensive work naman talaga. I mean, you're bringing life out into this world, no? So
Yeah.
I think you've covered many crucial points and we'd like to debunk each and every one
Yeah.
that you have brought up, no?
Mm.
First of all, yung strength training, strengthening the core,
Mhm.
and of course the pelvic floor, diba?
Yes.
So going into that, what would be, sabihin natin, a list of exercises that would you would recommend for pregnant women to engage? But again, depende ba to sa trimester that they are currently in, or parang is this like specific na or general na they can carry it towards the later terms?
Actually, yes. Most pre-pregnancy lifts are safe, but it should be modified.
Right.
And depending yung intensity yung volume, yung type of exercise, it depends on the trimester. So we have three trimesters, right? So, sorry, medyo mahaba yung sasabihin ko yung explanation, but during the first trimester, ito yung pinaka-crucial na part ng pregnancy. So this is when pregnant women experience fatigue, they experience nausea, and sometimes it limits yung training ng pregnant women. And then this is the part also where yung joint ng babae, nagsa-start siyang mag-loosen because of the relaxin. If you're familiar with the relaxin, it is the hormone na naglulusen ng muscles, ng ligaments ng babae in preparation for pregnancy. And then during this part, this is very important to hydrate and recover. And of course, when it comes to training, ibe-base siya dapat ni coach sa energy levels ng babae. During the second trimester naman, ito yung phase or yung part na nagsa-start na mag-show up yung bump ni women.
Mm.
Okay, so during this part, or as the change of, as the center of gravity shifts, nagkakaroon din ng changes sa balance. Therefore, here, very important to give some properly modified pelvic floor and core engagement exercises para makahelp dun sa pag-stabilize ng core and pag-reduce ng low back pain kasi very specific to sa mga pregnant women. And lastly, for the third trimester naman, ito na nagkakaroon na ng weight gain because of the fluid retention sa katawan ng babae and also dahil sa weight ng baby. So during this time, nagkakaroon na ng high pressure sa joint ng babae. So here, very important to focus dun sa mga low impact na functional lifts and at the same time, focus na sa volume over intensity. So dun sa mga exercises naman, sa mga functional exercises, we have the squats, yung mga hinge, and carry. So that's it for the trimester.
Very well said. It's very long.
Yeah.
It's very detailed, no? So
Mhm.
uh, you can see talaga the importance of having a trained professional structure the work for our pregnant clients.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're an expecting mom, you would want the best. Basically, you want to be at your best self in order for you to deliver safely, diba? Whether it's a natural or via C-section. I love that you've outlined it from the first, the second to the third trimester. Yung pag-change dun sa mga joints and then also yung pag-shift ng center of gravity. You were talking about yung onset ng lower back pain because mag-iiba yung posture niya. Because as we know, diba, pagka naging pregnant, yung I think the pelvis will tilt forward just to accommodate the child, and then of course yung lower back mo compress ng ganun, di ba? So having structured training will help ease the pain or basically strengthen it para mas ma-mitigate yun.
Yes.
And then lastly, dun sa dulo, you recommend also parang yung squat, yung may hinge movement patterns natin. Although like some people would think na, I mean, the outdated thinking would be, wag ka na mag-exercise, ilalabas mo na yan, di ba? So, ayan, it's really great and it shows the level of expertise and the care that you show with regard to, training pregnant women. And yun nga, you've mentioned that you have had two clients before. You've worked with them. No?
Yes.
What stages were they in their pregnancy?
So both of them are in their third trimester.
Third trimester, so like
Yes.
ready to pop na sila.
Yes,
no?
that's right.
Oh, so they've had their big baby bumps. They're showing up in the gym. What kind of energy do these women bring in? Kasi I can imagine you as a coach, di ba? Parang you would expect na as a Filipina, parang sa bahay na lang, papahinga, di ba? And you mentioned namamanas na, di ba? Fluid retention, it's there na.
Yes.
What kind of energy do your clients bring pagdating dito sa gym? Like, are they like 100% ready to show up, or are they like sometimes parang coach, medyo like chill lang tayo today? Can you describe my experiences mo with training our two women before?
I think different siya every day because pregnant women they feel or they experience or they go through a lot. So most of the time, of course, they highly motivated because they want to train for not only for themselves but because of the baby. So sometimes may experience nila like they experience fatigue, ganyan, low energy levels, or minsan nahihilo sila. But I, of course, adjust to their energy levels. That's the most important thing. But yeah, most of the time they're highly motivated.
That's good to hear. Do the what when they walked into our
Mhm.
doors,
Mhm.
what were their main motivations?
Mhm.
Parang what kind of what did they ask from you?
Mhm.
Paano yung atake nila? Parang, "Coach, I'm
Yeah.
expecting a baby. Pwede pa ba
Mhm.
ako mag-train?" Paano yung
Mhm.
naging conversation natin with them when they were here first?
Oh, I think the most memorable one for me is they want a shorter labor. Yes. Kasi kapag nahirapan sila mag-push during the labor, they don't know how to, you know, um, do the parang pushing or like contracting their core properly.
Right.
Nahirapan silang mag-push during the labor. So yun yung pinaka-motivation nila actually.
So basically strong
Mm.
enough to deliver the child safely,
Yes.
yung pinaka-motivation.
Yes.
Okay, that's quite interesting, no?
Mm.
I think I think we've also have another client din naman
Mm.
sa Podium who's basically the face of our Strong Moms
Mhm.
prenatal campaign.
Mhm.
So si Millie, she's still training
Oh.
consistently sa
Mhm.
Podium. So shout out Miss Millie. Ayun, let's go again dito naman sa ano,
Mhm.
sa sabihin natin, we have women who are not going through coaching
Mhm.
pero would like
Yeah.
to sabihin natin, 'di ba, parang very conservative.
Mhm.
They wanted to just no galaw-galaw.
Mhm.
Um,
Yes.
if they're training on their own,
Mhm.
ano yung mga red flags na kailangan
Mhm.
nilang i-keep in mind, like what
Mhm.
they're feeling or ganyan, just to parang slow down, or if they're doing it wrong, or ano, what are like some general guidelines
Mhm.
that pregnant women should look out for if they're exerting physical effort when it comes to
Mhm.
sabihin natin just day to day, or sabihin
Mhm.
natin guided exercise.
Mhm.
What's your insight, or parang ano yung recommendations mo, or what should they look out for
Mhm.
pagdating sa
Well, there are a few warning signs na dapat hindi i-ignore ng pregnant woman when she does strength training. So first, of course, vaginal bleeding.
mm,
Okay. And then if there are like any fluid leakage, kailangan na niyang i-check sa doctor niya. Okay. Decrease in fetal movement, especially during the third trimester. Okay. Nagkakaroon ng abdominal pain or uterine contractions, chest pain, shortness of breath, dizziness. So those are some of the warning signs. And kapag na-feel nila yon during training or even during their rest days, they should see a specialist na. Yes.
very important then, no?
Yes.
Because it's not just you, it's the
Mm.
life that you're carrying inside of you
Yes.
also.
That's right.
So um
Mhm.
it's very interesting also kasi on the opposite side of the spectrum, you
Mhm.
have yung mga competitive athletes. Of course, you're in social media, di
Mm.
ba? You see
Yes.
like these CrossFit moms na
Mm.
like doing snatches, clean and
Mm.
jerks with like a big pregnant belly,
Mm.
like the deadlifts pa
Yeah.
rin, no? Um, what's your key takeaway, or parang how would you advise
Mhm.
our sabihin natin pregnant mom who's just scrolling, parang,
Mm.
uy, oh my goodness, I can deadlift pala, I can do
Mhm.
exercise pala.
Mm.
How do you view these
Mhm.
moms na nagbubuhat and posting on social
Mhm.
media?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that a good thing for you? Is that parang dapat should come with a warning? What's your
Mhm.
take pagdating sa ganun?
I think those videos, those things na nakikita nila sa social media, it is very, very inspiring. And as a pregnant woman, you also want to do the same kasi you want the best or the best labor for your baby and safety for your baby. However, yes, the most important thing here is before you start strength training, you should go to your doctor first. Seek medical clearance if you're safe to do or to lift weights because even the coaches na ma-assign sa'yo, they will check or ask for a medical clearance first bago sila mag-start to do a periodized strength training program for you. And for me, the key here is again to listen to your body. Here, kapag pregnant ka, no pain, no gain doesn't apply. So if you feel pain, especially on your pelvis, your hips, your lower back, you should not push through the pain. Okay, you should see the specialist right away. And if you're new to strength training, you should, or it is a must actually, to have a professional train with you. And again, yeah, actually, yun lang yung mga ano, yung takeaway ko about that.
Very well said,
Yeah.
Coach Angela. And I agree, no? So
Mm-mm.
basically, if you're expecting a child and you
Mm.
would like to get to strength training, key
Mm.
pointers: number one, medical clearance.
Yes, number one.
Number two, listen to your body. And then number three, if there's pain, seek medical attention. Huwag mong paabutin sa point na you're feeling pain, ha? Like pain inside. Muscular pain, acceptable.
Yes.
Yung DOMS, yes.
Mm.
And finally, eliminate guesswork and hire a professional. Yun yung very important. Kasi, of course, here in Kinetics Lab, our coaches are all sports science graduates. And so we're very proud of that. And ayun nga, they're trained and skilled pagdating sa mga ganitong mga bagay. So ayun, if you are looking for training and for coaching, we have our Strong Moms program here in Kinetics Lab. Basically, you don't have to think about anything. You just need to have your medical clearance, consult with a coach, and we will work closely with you. And who knows, you might be able to work with Coach Angela, who's taken two pregnant women who have delivered safely under her wing already. Who knows, you might be the third, diba? So, ayan. Anything else you want to add, Coach Angela?
Well, actually, that's it. So, for those pregnant women who are interested in strength training, it is safe as long as there's a professional, and of course, you consult with your doctor.
Yeah, very well said. And that concludes our Kinetics Lab podcast, the Strength and Movement podcast with Coach Angela, talking about our Strong Moms prenatal campaign. And hope to see you on the next one. Thanks for listening.